Hey guys, we're back here for another video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys are liking the video. Now, we're still talking about Married to Medicine. I still want to get into that first reunion. I watched it a couple times. I feel like the other situation that I would like to talk about is the situation between Sweet Tea, Quad, and Toya. I thought that was a little bit crazy. Dr. Heavenly did jump in and they were just kind of like tag teaming, being bullies, and of course, being mean girls. So I want to get into that.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
And also, guys, make sure you guys are over there. If you are on Snapchat, go ahead and add me on Snapchat. I do put videos over there. Obviously, they're a lot shorter than these long form videos that I'm doing over here on YouTube. So just make sure you guys are following me over there on Snapchat. So with the reunion, boy, I just kind of felt like, the situation and the insults and the little girl, and trying to diminish a whole nother grown woman, it's getting old. Like, it's really getting old. And I did not have Simone on the thumbnail. But as I had told y'all before, several weeks ago, I said Simone was one of the ones who basically, you know, was like, look, I'm over it. So she actually did come to Sweet Tea and was like, look, I'm coming to you like a big sister. Now, she did it at the reunion. We wish she would have did it during the season, but at any rate, she did it. So let her do it, which she did. So the first part that I want to talk about is the situation with Quad and Sweet Tea, which got a little bit crazy. And this is, the situation, obviously, with the entire reunion. But there were some things said that I thought was so distasteful. And, even coming out of Quad's mouth, even with the allegations that she has said about, Dr. G, but then to throw it in Sweet Tea's face as if, he's, treating her like trash is pretty much what Quad is trying to imply, which is really crazy because it's like, if you're not with this man, you don't want to be with this man, you are glad you're out of this relationship with this man. Why are you rubbing it in her face? And to consistently, diminish her as a person, talk to her like a child, it's just too much even to watch because we are all adults. And I really don't want to see that kind of dialogue between two grown ass women. Like, if you're going to have a dialogue, let's make it make sense. You talking to another grown woman as if she's a child, and Toya saying she talks like a child. It's really dumb to me. Also, given that Toya was treated like trash on this show and by these ladies for so long, she was called dumb, she was called stupid, she was, treated as if a person that didn't know how to manage her money. So you would think that she would have a better attitude, when it came to another woman, in the way, that they're treating her. So I want to get into the first part is with Quad and Sweet Tea. And like I said, it just went left. So I'm going to get the audio going for y'all.
Surprise Quad kept King a secret from them. The way they treated her. You want to meet the king? You best get right with the queen.
Ooh, that's true too.
Quad, you agree with Zara?
100%.
Did you write this scripture? Is that like an aunt? Okay, that's what I thought. EBS Cookout said Sweet Tea keeps getting on YouTube saying Quad is jealous that she's with Gregory, the same man she divorced.
It's a jealousy thing or something. It's something that I have that you don't. I have something that you want that you no longer have. Oh, Lord. Well, one can only speculate that because me and Quad, again, have had no more than a 2-minute conversation. There's no reason for us to have any issues. So when I see you going on a press tour, talking crap about me when we have no issues.
Sweet tea.
I had some tea earlier and it was really, really bitter, so I had to send it back. Okay. So I didn't like the tea that I had earlier, so yeah. Let me say this. I have no challenge with you, Lakeysha. Okay, well, what happened? I have no challenge. I don't even know you, baby girl. You're watching me closely with a magnifying glass, just waiting for a moment. You are. You, my dear, would not be here without me. No, you wouldn't be here without Gregory because he is the medicine. And I was you by yourself. Listen, I hope your man got fleet of ambulance trucks for you. Don't worry about my man. Relevant. He's fine. Okay. No, this is my husband. This is my husband, honey. Every bit of it. Stay with me like you're on a stick. You're yesterday. You're old.
So that part, Quad tell Sweet Tea that Dr. G is going to talk to her like SHIT on a stick. I'm never going to understand why you are in a man and a woman, his new wife's business, if you don't care. I just can't understand that because look, I've been in a relationship that I left and I was so glad that I left. I don't know what this person is doing. I don't know who they're with because I don't care. You know what I mean? And I could never even speak on who that person is with because I was so glad to get the hell away from them that I never even paid attention. I never looked. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand this interaction from Quad. If she in fact doesn't want to be with Dr. G, this just isn't given of a woman who is happy to be in a relationship. And this is why I say that relationship that she has with King doesn't appear to be real and genuine, because if her soul was so happy and satisfied, she would not have this bitterness and this angriness. Now, I don't want to get ahead, so I got another point, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to wait until it plays out. So let's jump back in. I'm going to let you guys continue to hear it, but I wanted to just stop it for that moment because she said to Sweet Tea, he treats you like, and I'm like, girl, why do you, if that's true, I don't understand why would she even care? It's like she has this point to prove, but it makes no sense.
You're beside the point. You're a non-factor. That's what you are. Non-factor to who? Delusional.
So, Sweet Tea tells her she's a non-MF and factor. Of course, Dr. Heavenly has to jump in because now we gonna all jump in and start to attack her. It's like these women are old women. Like, you're not 20 or 30. You are 40 plus, and some of y'all is in your late 50s. Why are you conducting yourself like this? Dr. Heavenly, worry about Dr. Damon and all the kids that they saying that he has, allegedly. This makes no sense.
No, you're delusional. You think Quad is jealous? Come on. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Paula from Glendale, California said, I'm not sure why Quad would be jealous of T. Her man got her a Rolls Royce, while
allegedly
T's man is probably still driving the Mini Cooper.
Now, do we want to talk about the Rolls Royce? Now, King gave it to her. We know that King just got sued for a Rolls Royce Cullinan. So we don't know where the hell he got that car that Quad has. We don't know where he got that from. And I don't believe that it is hers, because I did a background check and she had no vehicles, not one that was registered to her. So that is very interesting that she has absolutely no vehicles, registered to her name. So I don't know what that is all about, but I already knew that she didn't have a Rolls Royce. And I did a video about that. And I told you guys, and Quad said that it was fake paperwork. Of course, she will never admit the truth, but I did not like this, interaction, because it's like, the constant digging at another woman's relationship and another woman's marriage when you don't have one. So Quad also tells T, because T says alleged Rolls Royce. Quad says, let's talk about your alleged.
About your alleged, because you're very concerned about my Rolls Rolls Royce. Talk to me about it. Allegedly, like I said, allegedly, you come off as very fake. And you come off very country. And you from Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, and
you're from Memphis, Tennessee, but you call somebody country. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
Hillbilly. I know you didn't say that. Oh, bitch, I know you didn't say that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Well, you said, we all know what Quad did to get a Rolls Royce. I just didn't think she would.
So, and we're not even discussing the Rolls Royce because we done talked that story to the dust. None of us believes that is her Rolls Royce. And as you know, Sweet Tea said, allegedly, it is a big old allegedly because nobody is believing it and nobody is buying it. Now, another part that was a little bit hard to watch was the situation with Toya and Sweet Tea, because what Toya went on to say is, she moved into her new house, but instead of, continuing with, her moving into her new house, what she said is she would never live in someone else's house, which is so ignorant and crazy because what is her name? Quad and Dr. G got a divorce. If anybody ever been married, y'all kind of know how it go. Generally, you can buy the person out depending on what your agreement is. It could be a situation where, the person just puts the house back in his or her name, however they do it. But I guess I don't understand is why are they trying to throw so much shade at T for moving into a house? I mean, it's a house. Who has not lived in a house that someone else has lived in? Quad over there struggling, trying to afford her house, allegedly, because word on the street is when she thought she wasn't going to return, they said that her house actually was on the market. So I don't know who wants to live, in a struggle way. So we're going to get into, the situation with Toya and T, because I didn't like that either. It was a little bit much. We all understand that when T did come on this show, we noticed that Toya did want Sweet Tea and Quad to get into it, but being that it didn't happen, it seems like that potentially caused a problem as well. Now, I don't know, what y'all thought of it is, but it definitely seemed that they wanted them two to get into it. So we're going to get into that in a moment. Because sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, we're going to get into that in a moment because Toya was definitely being fake, telling T that she sounds like a child. All of that was just too much. And again, I wish they would stop. So let's get into it. Let's get into the Toya and the T situation, y'all.
Yeah.
This is your fourth house since you've been on the show?
I didn't move into anybody else's house, I'll tell you that.
Right.
So she just tried to throw shade at, T, saying she didn't move into anybody else's house. The house that Dr. G has is not Quad's house. So it's just interesting that these ladies are being so ignorant. Everybody is not trying to live on the edge. Some people want to keep their money in the bank and maybe use it to invest in other things. Everyone is not taking all of their money, trying to showcase and show off only to be broke, busted, and disgusted. So if, Dr. G want to keep that house that's paid for, that's dang near paid for, hey, what's wrong with it? Quad is living in this large house that she can only afford, allegedly, if she stays on this show.
Well, I own my home, and that no longer belongs to her. My mortgage. So my name is on my mortgage too, boo. You just got your name on your mortgage, so don't relax. Relax.
Renata from Memphis, Tennessee said, I'm loving this DGAF attitude from Toya. Every group needs someone to keep them honest. Ladies, does Toya keep you honest?
Yes. She does. She keeps us honest. Now, we can't keep her honest, but she keeps us. What do you mean?
Toya, before I move on, is there anything tonight that you've heard that you want to call out?
My couch situation right now. I'll say that.
You don't like where you're seated?
But there's nowhere else for her to go. I just feel like at the end of the day, I love on every single new person that comes on our show, because there's not anybody on this couch that would tell you that I'm a bad friend. I know that you're trying to make this a moment. Girl, I'm gonna need you to stop. I know you've been watching.
Now she tells Sweet Tea, I know you are a fan. You know, I know you've been watching this show, which is totally irrelevant because you all went out and you saw her to come on the show, but now she's a fan. She's a little girl. It's never ending. And I really believe they need to do something with, with regards to this cast.
Sweet Tea, I do have to tell you, she's been on the show for 11 years, so she does.
She doesn't have anything else. She doesn't have anything for me. You can't for me. Do you know what you are? You are. No, allow me to speak. Listen, allow me to speak. But you speak like a child.
But you speak like a child. Like it's too much. It's like how y'all, this is too much. Like the dismissiveness and being disrespect and trying to downgrade a person for absolutely no reason other than you are a bully is very, very difficult to watch, because Toya is talking over her, saying so many insults to the point, at some point she gets, the opportunity to talk, but why talk to somebody like that? Like, let her get out what she has to say. Why is it that these group of women are so mean and so off-putting that everybody is just simply talking about this show and how they treat people on this show? Like, they can go and say whatever they want to say about Phaedra. They're really mad because what Phaedra did was told the truth about them.
Oh my God. No, you overtalk me. Please tell the baby. Listen, let her speak.
All right, let her speak. Let her speak. Let her speak.
First of all, when I first came on to this platform, you wanted me to go to war with Quad because of your issues at the time with Quad. I asked you to go to war with Quad. Yes, you did. I don't even speak like that, first of all. I never crazy. You never crazy. If you anything, okay, let her conversation. Me and Quad issues for 6 years. And when I lose you.
Okay, let her get through this.
Lakeysha, I'm listening to you. She's been an instigator between you and I. She has been, and so has Heavenly. And I have no issues with. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what? Y'all say my name? For real, delusion. Oh my God. I never wanted you to get into it. You said I shared the same dick. You said we shared the same dick. You did. We shared the same dick. You and I have nothing in common. We don't. You got a Gucci chance like that's what I'm saying.
So basically, guys, in that particular exchange, Sweet Tea is telling Quad, look, Toya wanted me to get into it with you, and apparently it did not work. So it seems like because that didn't work, now they're trying to do whatever to get her off the show. But the part that just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me is, Quad goes to say, I came to your bridal shower and you asked me to leave. Now, here's the deal. Quad, why did you come to that woman's shower? We know because you're on the show and production told you to come. We get that. But to use that against her to say, you didn't have to ask me to leave. Why would you want to be at Dr. G's new wife's bridal shower? That's weird. Like, that is totally weird. And Sweet Tea did a interview and she said that sometimes they are asked to go places, but she did say, like, depending on what it is, she won't go. So Quad could have opted not to go to Sweet Tea's shower, but to use that now against her to say, oh, well, you asked me to leave. She did ask you to leave. She was really nice about it. And the reason that she asked you to leave is because everybody there did not want you there. But to use that against her to say, well, you asked me to leave. And then to say, I had brought a gift. Why would she want a gift from you? You have to understand that the gift that you buy for her is for her husband. And I don't understand why you would buy Dr. G anything, considering the allegations and what you have said that he have done to you. So again, it's giving very much weird for the simple fact, why do you want to be at this lady's bridal shower when you want to be as far away from Dr. G as possible? It's weird. It does not make a whole lot of sense. So, when Sweet Tea was explaining, she said, Quad, I really haven't never even, had any issues with you. And we've really only been around each other for a very small period of time. So she said, I didn't understand where all of the interviews, and if you guys go back and look, Quad started doing the interviews talking about tea. She did. And then obviously Sweet Tea at some point start responding, which she should have. Like, you're not going to keep talking about me. So I don't know what y'all thought about that. I was like, this is really dumb. Again, Quad was doing the same thing, wanting to overtalk her, wants to give us the impression that T is stupid. I don't know why they keep wanting to make us think that she's so stupid when we are mature, smart people. We are looking at them like, no, you guys are stupid because look how you are conducting yourself. I expect for somebody in their late 40s, in their 50s, you say you've been on this show for 10 years, but what you're trying to do is use your experience to get her off the show when you should be saying, girl, come on in, let me show you the ropes. Obviously, they still have a show to do, but to try to drag and dog her out for absolutely no reason, it's very hard to watch. So y'all got to let me know what y'all think with regards to this video. And also make sure you guys are, over there on Snapchat. Go ahead and follow me over there. Now, if you guys are, a subscriber on my channel, I need in here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. But we now, guys, have memberships, and I want you guys to join. Find a membership that suits you, and please go ahead and get yourself a membership. Now, memberships are great, and it actually helps to support the channel, and it also helps me to pick videos to see what you guys may want to see next. So make sure you go ahead and support, get yourself a membership. And also, I heard you guys in the comments about the merch. I'm working on that. Membership will also give you guys perks to that when it becomes available. And it also will give you guys behind the scenes access to new content. So make sure you guys go ahead and get yourself a membership. Actual analytics. Now, this is something that I did not originally show you guys, but I want to be an open book, and I want you guys to actually take the course, and not only take the course, but actually believe what I'm saying. When I said that I made $7,000 being my first 30 days on YouTube, let me explain that to you. In order to get paid on YouTube, you actually have to get monetized. So from the time that I was monetized, which I actually started creating the content, was under 90 days. So that first 30 days of checks was approximately $7,000. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip this in my video so you guys can be able to see the analytics and actually see what I made. Now, here on YouTube, I'm roughly a year in, give or take a few months. My actual number is, and I'm going to put it up here, is $82,882.33. And I'm going to say that is no money compared to what people are actually earning on YouTube, especially when you've been here for several years. But for me, somebody who just came to YouTube, did not even know what I was doing, but I was able to figure it out relatively quickly. Okay, so that is why you guys need to take the course, because I have results. I am not one of those people that's been on YouTube for years. I am new to YouTube. I figured it out relatively quickly, and this is why I need you guys to purchase the course. So as I stated, I'm going to clip the analytics in the video so that you guys can actually see the breakdown and how I earned the income. But overall, it was the $82,882.33. So I want you guys to keep that number as an earning for the year, because keep in mind, as I stated over and over again, I started the channel in under 90 days, I was able to monetize. And that is exactly what I want for you guys. This is what I want you guys to understand, and I think a lot of people don't understand. When you come to YouTube, we are all creators. So we are creating content that we like to create, but in essence, we are getting paid to create this content. Now, a lot of people will not tell you this. I know it's one creator on YouTube that actually shares his income, and I don't have anything to be afraid or ashamed of. And I also want you guys to understand, I only do this for a few hours a day, and sometimes I don't even create videos. So when you guys see what my earnings is, I want you to understand that you actually can earn more than me. I'm only on YouTube a few hours a day. So I don't want you to take what I earn as something that you will earn, because you can earn more. You can definitely earn more if you do this full time. But just look at, my analytics, and this can reassure you that I'm not just creating a fake video and selling a course based on something that I was not able to do. I want you guys to understand, I am a college graduate. When I came to YouTube, I was actually coming to YouTube just to have fun, because I hated my job. It was boring, and I started work at 3 o'clock, and I was like, okay, I need to do something before 3 o'clock because I'm up in the morning. When I came to YouTube, that is all I was looking for, to create videos. And I believe originally, if you guys go back and look at my channel, I originally started creating videos because I wanted to help people change and create their resumes. But I ended up creating another channel where I'm doing something similar, but let's kind of stay focused. The earning potential on YouTube is definitely something that you can do. If it wasn't attainable, I would not be telling you. Again, I knew nothing about YouTube. I figured it out. This course was created strictly for you, so that you can take the information that it took me a year to figure out, and you can start off with, hitting the ground running and possibly make more income than I actually earned, because I didn't have anybody to help me. So please take the information, take the analytics information, so that you can see how I started on YouTube. I knew nothing about YouTube, and I was able in a year to make $82,882.33. I'm looking over because I'm actually looking at the actual analytics for my channel. So hopefully this pressures you guys and put some fire behind your butts to get on and come on aboard. You can actually do some great things on YouTube. I don't know what is inside of you. I don't know what type of creator you are. You can be cooking, you can be knitting, you can be fixing computers, you can give counseling advice. There is so many things that you can do, but one thing you must do right now today, you need to get started and you need to purchase the course. Okay, now hopefully I see you guys in the course.